Hello everybody, I'm Prince Philly and I'm back. Yes, I've been gone for a while and I'm going to get into that towards the end of this video, so I'll talk about that later. So I feel like you're probably looking at the title of this video and you're probably wondering, what do you mean reintroduction to your book? You talk about it all the time on this channel. And to that I say, do I really do that? Is that a true statement? The truth of the matter is, one day, recently, I was sitting and wondering, well, I was thinking, because something had been bothering me. I was trying to figure out what exactly was bothering me, and it came to me when I looked at a stack of books. And sitting on top of that stack of books was my book. I wasn't proud of my own work. It's true, I spent 2 years juggling writing in school and editing and all that, and it finally came together like sometime early last year. And I realized I introduced my writing to the world in a book that I wasn't even proud of. And for that, I'm not only sorry to myself, but I'm sorry to the people who have read my book so far and who have enjoyed it. I thank you guys a lot for that, but I mean, if I'm not proud of it, then really what good is it? I talked to my editor and she agreed with me that if I want to rewrite it because I didn't like it, I should. Now, before anyone gets upset, I will promise this, the story, all in all, is pretty much the same, you know. Alan Perry still is a young boy who loves solving mysteries. He still has his friends and he still has his enemies, like, you know, all the characters are the same. The pearl slippers are stolen by the exact same person, so he still has to investigate the same people one by one, and all in all, it's... So, the revisions mostly include things like, well, I guess the biggest change would be the format. In the original one, the book was told by whoever the scene was starring, so it was in first person. And I changed that to where it's kind of being told by one person. It's not being told by Al, but it has a narrator. And the narrator will introduce himself, and you know, you get to learn more about who the narrator is, because the narrator is a character in the story. If you read the book, you probably know who I'm talking about. From that, other changes really mostly include like scenes happening a little differently, you know, and by a little I mean like very subtle changes in the scenes, as well as quotes. Like some things, like the conversations Al would have with somebody would probably be, excuse me, a lot different. Well, not a lot different, but I mean, they'll get the same point across, but just by saying different words. I tried to keep everything a lot of the same because the story I was happy with. I was perfectly fine with the story. But, you know, since publishing my book, I've read other books by other indie authors, I've met other indie authors, and I realized that I needed just a little more, you know, polishing to be done on the work. I've even received some constructive criticisms, which I've implemented into the book, and I feel much better about it. I'm actually feeling a lot better and more sure of this one. I'm going to try to relaunch it probably on the anniversary of the first launch, which would be in May, if I can even make that. I don't know. In all honesty, I'm not sure when it'll be, but it's going to be pretty soon, I feel like. I'm working with other artists. Well, I'm working with an artist who said she's going to try to maybe help me create a new cover for the book, because I do, you know, I like the concept of the cover and everything, the whole map look of it, but I'm not an artist, unfortunately. That's it. I'm hoping to have a nice, successful launch when I relaunch my book, and as well as this YouTube channel. I kind of hope I can relaunch it too, because I've really dropped the ball on that as well. So now comes the part I promised about earlier, when I said I was going to get into why I haven't been able to upload. And the truth behind that is, when I went home in December, I remember saying I was going to try to upload a lot because I was home and I didn't have anything to do. Well, I got hurt, and I needed surgery. And while I was waiting for the surgery, I couldn't talk. Well, couldn't talk much, and therefore I couldn't do this. So not only did I have the surgery, but once I had the surgery, it was oral surgery, so I couldn't talk after the surgery. And then as soon as I got it done, maybe not even a week later, I had to go back to school. So when I went back to school, I was, you know, exposed to germs, and then I got really sick. So I was probably out for like 6 weeks. When you include all of it together, you know, the surgery and being sick, I was probably down for about 6 weeks. And it was even funny, the doctor, when I went to finally see a doctor, they were like, how did you make it here by yourself? They said I was apparently really bad. So, I don't know. It's not sympathy or anything, it's just an excuse for why. I'm also going to say I was being a little lazy. Now that I'm back, I'm not going to promise, but I will say I'm going to try to give it my all for all this, you know. I have to juggle school, as well as writing, as well as my new job, because I did get a job. And of course this YouTube channel. I'm going to try to fit it all into 1 week, and we'll just see how this goes. To be honest, I'm really glad to be back, because I really missed this. Thanks for watching. Bye.